It's almost the winter solstice, where we celebrate the longest night and the shortest day of the year, along with the return of the light. For from December 25th onward, the sun continues on its journey springward. Bringing evergreens into our homes to adorn them, especially in the wintertime, is a custom that dates back as far as we can trace in the historical record. Many trees are deciduous. That means that they lose their leaves every autumn and winter time. This is for a very good reason, because their leaves have so much surface area that they actually pose a danger to them amidst the ice and the snow and the wind. They act as sails and can threaten bough breakage, which is absolutely terrible if you're a tree. And apparently terrifying to the quail behind me. Many coniferous evergreen trees have developed a special compound that goes into their sap to help keep their liquids from crystallizing when hard freezes come. And as you can tell by the shape of their leaves, their needles make it much more easy for them to bear the weight of snow and frost and wind. There is some fairly obvious symbology to an evergreen tree remaining evergreen, especially amidst the snowy landscape when the other trees appear to have died, awaiting their rebirth in the spring. Evergreens are a beautiful pop of color amidst the vast snowy landscapes of many regions, and they have such a beautiful aroma. This is a piece of Douglas fir from my family's Christmas tree. Evergreens are also a wonderful reminder of renewal and the promise that the green world will continue despite its apparent death or slumber at wintertime. It just started raining and I'm sheltering under one now. This is a beautiful old ponderosa pine tree. It's also important to remember that most indigenous European cultures were not only polytheistic, but animistic, meaning that they assigned spirituality to the landscape, to the trees, to the sky, to the animals. Many of these traditional customs were meant to honor things that we nowadays would consider mundane, so commonplace that it wouldn't even cross our minds to consider exalting such a substance as wood. But when you think about it, wood keeps us safe. Wood is the building blocks of our homes. Wood goes into the fires that heat our homes, at least out here in the country. Wood, to our ancestors, was also the primary means of locomotion because you could use it to build canoes and boats. Wood was also what most of your vessels would have been made out of to store your butter and your foodstuffs, which, need I remind you, are another thing that we take for granted in the modern age. Food meant and means survival. So it truly is no small thing to honor trees every day, but especially this time of year. If you are considering bringing live evergreens into your home, just remember, what I'm doing right now is actually highly dangerous. They are incredibly flammable, so it's important to monitor them and keep them away from heat sources. Many people these days have turned to artificial Christmas trees, especially those of us with green hearts. However, it may be important to know that artificial Christmas trees are actually far more detrimental to the environment than farmed Christmas trees. Part of this misunderstanding comes from the fact that what we consider to be a tree is actually not the tree. What we look at is actually just like the tip of the iceberg of an organism. And so when you go to a Christmas tree farm and you cut down a tree and you leave the stump, the organism is actually, or tree, is actually still alive and well and thriving. Christmas tree farms will also replace each tree felled by planting at least one, if not three, in its stead. Christmas tree farms provide beautiful green spaces for wildlife. Not only do the trees absorb carbon dioxide, but they also are a renewable resource, and you can reuse your Christmas tree in a different way once you're done with it. On the other hand, artificial Christmas trees are largely produced in China and are made up of non-biodegradable compounds, including lead. We have a family tradition of turning last year's Christmas tree into this year's Yule log. Pine cones are also an invaluable tool in the winter time because just a handful of pine cones, or even just one, placed into your fireplace when you're starting a fire will help everything combust. I hope this little video has helped broaden your appreciation for evergreen trees and helped you have a greater understanding of our deep connection with these beautiful ancient beings. This is my first time making a video like this, so if you would like me to make more, please like, subscribe, and leave me a comment below. May you and your loved ones have a joyous Yuletide season, and until next we meet, may your hearth be warm and your heart be full. Drop of rain got on it.